Hi, I'm John Baldoni. Thank you for making time to watch my speakers reel. I hope you notice how much I enjoy doing this kind of thing. After all these years, I still get a big charge out of delivering my message in front of a live audience. It's a blast. But as we say in leadership, it's not about me, it's about the audience. People who attend my presentations tell me they learn from what I have to say, lessons, insights, and stories. My core message is rooted in purpose, how leaders bring others together for common cause. As such, I focus on what leaders need to do to lead others and achieve sustainable results. Leaders need to create conditions so people know the purpose of their organization and live it through their actions. The challenge for leaders is to turn vision into shared vision, engage the hearts and minds of their people, and recognize and reward success. This is how people are motivated to do good work that matters to themselves as well as to others. Please know I take pride in tailoring my message to suit your audience. I want to connect my content to your issues. That makes for a powerful presentation. Sharing my message in ways that help others to grow and develop as leaders is what makes public speaking so rewarding for me. So enjoy my reel, and thank you for watching.
Ask yourself in your organization, what is our organizational mission? What is it that we do? And how does my team, be it purchasing, marketing, sales, logistics, whatever it is, how do we fulfill that mission? Anything. There are limits to what you can achieve. You need people, you need resources. We all know that. But sometimes when we imbue it with this concept of leadership, we think, well, anything is possible. Well, you know, it's not. And leaders have to know when it's time to give up. But as well as when it's time to persevere. Moxie. It's a new concept that I'm exploring right now, and it'll be out later this year in a new book. And Moxie is a term that's the guts and gumption. We hear it a lot in movies. And I turned it into an acronym, which is a sense of mindfulness. Are we being in the moment when we need to be in the moment? Are we situationally aware for ourselves and for our organizations? Are we looking for opportunity? O, do we have the courage, the guts, the X factors, the resilience to persevere? Are we innovative? Are we thinking creatively? Are we challenging others to think creatively? And are we engaging? E, engagement. Are we connecting with
others? And often leaders have to make the tough decisions. It's not between right and wrong. It's usually not about the ethics of something. Those are pretty straightforward. At least we hope they are. It's between the hard right, the two rights. And what course of action? Do we buy this company? Do we develop it ourselves? Do we implement this process? Do we go in a different direction? And more importantly, on a people equation, I've got two talented individuals. Whom do I promote? Those are the hard right decisions. That's what the leader is challenged to do.
What gets you promoted is your competence, okay? And the next thing is your sense of credibility. Do people trust you? Okay, that's good. Do you trust yourself? This last aspect of confidence is very, very exciting. Because as a leader, you need confidence in yourself. That's good. Others have to have confidence in you. But here's the really exciting part. Are you instilling confidence in others so they believe in themselves?
So the challenge in leadership is do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Okay? And focus on what you can do. Leadership is about making things work with the materials and the resources that you have.
And seek ways to affirm confidence in others, which in a way gets back to recognition. If you're providing affirmation for people, they'll begin to feel more confident. Okay? Now, that's not an excuse that everybody gets a pat on the back. It's when it's an earned pat on the back. When people need correction, as a leader, you provide it. If you don't, then everything you say becomes kind of a blur, and the recognition is meaningless. So we temper it with good counsel, good coaching, good challenging, but also that affirmation, which instills confidence.
We all think, well, the artists are creative. Yes, musicians are creative. You know what? Scientists are creative too. Environmental scientists are creative. Forensic scientists need to be creative. All right? And this, I did a little, maybe some of you know Frank Capra is a famous Hollywood director. He did legendary movies like Happened One Night, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, It's a Wonderful Life. What I didn't know about Frank Capra was that his first job, he was an Italian immigrant, grew up in Southern California. He went to the Throop Institute, which is today Caltech. His first job, he was a chemical engineer. And he went into the Army, served in the First World War in munitions, and came out and said, you know, I really don't want to be a chemical engineer. Got a job in Hollywood as a prop master, all right? And then got an opportunity to write and to direct and became a great director. So I think a hunch is creativity trying to tell you something about his own life. You know, I want to do something differently. And it's a good example because when he was a young man your age, he wanted to be a chemical engineer. Became one of the greatest Hollywood directors of all time. Totally different career change. He was redefining his purpose.
Sometimes it pays to shut up, especially when you're really smart. You know, as a bright and capable performer, you'll have plenty of opportunities to show what you know. But one thing you can never do is show off. People in power don't like it, and people you work with find it annoying. So if you really are the smartest person in the room, trust me, there are those people. Tone it down in public.